name's Amin, and today we're going to talk about comedies and why nowadays they never win any freaking Oscars. Hello, Faisal.
Hello, Amin. Good. Hello, movie McLovers. It's good to be back. So comedies these days, you love them. Everyone watches them, just have a good laugh. But they recognize them for that, and we want to try to find out and discuss why that's the case.
So what I think about all these comedies that are made. Big stars, Adam Sandler, Owen Wilson, Kevin James, wow. So, they bring them in. The problem is with these comedies is that they're so cliched. Always the same plot. Look at Grown Ups and Grown Ups 2. The same recycled jokes every freaking minute. And, oh, we're talking Oscars. Let's talk about the Razzies. They get nominated for the Razzies because they're movies. Comedies deserve to be good. But the problem is that these jokes are so cliched and unoriginal, and the stars are just doing what they do for money. They're not showing any effort as they did. Adam Sandler used to, be on top of his movies. Happy Gilmore, Billy Madison, they were hilarious movies. Look what he's doing now, making $30 million a pop for Grown Ups and Grown Ups 2. It's severe bullshit, and that's the problem. And that's not, I'm not even this now. Now I'm looking at why people hate them. And look at Unfinished Business, Vince Vaughn's new movie. It's horrible. I saw it. It's nothing special. I mean, no wonder they do so well. Because people don't know what to watch. Yeah. I mean, look at Wes Anderson. Why did his movies get nominated for Oscars? Because they're original. Mm-hmm. They're so damn original that the Academy can't refute them. They're with real budgets, with real designs, with real passion.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
I mean, yeah, you could clearly tell, from these comedies that there is some sort of noble intention to them, not just to make money. How many times have we gotten this simple, have we gotten this same cliche bullshit from a romantic comedy movie?
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure
starring Jennifer Aniston,
Jennifer Aniston, or Zac Efron, or any of these. That's debatable, but not to go off course. I mean, if you look at all the good movies. The Grand Budapest Hotel. Fantastic.
Great movie, number 4 on my list, yep.
Yeah, but how much money did it win at the box office, though?
It won quite a lot.
No, it didn't. It barely won shit.
Yeah, but it had pretty big box office returns. But that's not the point.
Yeah, not the point. All right.
It's why did they get nominated for Oscars?
Yeah, and then if you look at these movies like, the Grand Budapest Hotel, these kinds of comedies, there's something more to them, their intention isn't just to make people laugh, but they have some sort of ulterior motive to them. The Big Lebowski, it was showing this guy, the dude, and how he just does not give a single shit about anything that's going on. The Grand Budapest Hotel, the adventures of about this guy and his lobby boy. It's compelling plots.
It's compelling and original plot, and also the screenwriters hired for these movies are magnificent. They always write really well-deserving, very, very powerful. Look at these crap movies like Sex Tape. How bad was that?
Yeah, that was.
Don't just hire Cameron Diaz. Don't just put her in a movie and just make it say crap. That's not what comedies are meant to be. These movies are ruining comedy movies. Now people all they watch is Grown Ups, and they don't even think back to Caddyshack and Ghostbusters.
Kate Upton in The Other Woman. She's not even an actress. She's a freaking swimsuit model. What's in these kinds of movies? What I'm trying
to say. Who in their right mind would hire her? First of all. I mean, she's a blonde, but
bombshell.
There are some exceptions to being blonde.
What I'm trying to say is that what people try to do is they try to focus on the same recycled shit that gets people back every time. They focus on the jokes. But they don't focus on the actual coherence and, the quality of storyline.
Even some, comedies, they don't have to have coherence, but they have to at least be funny.
Yeah. Some even fail at that. A Million Ways to Die in the West? Oh, I didn't laugh one bit. I was forced to watch that movie.
Look how good Ted was. Yeah. Ted was so funny. And look at Million Days to Die in some other place, which I really don't care about. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I think that movie is basically what disgraced Liam Neeson's reputation forever.
Liam
He had
Neeson-
a daisy up. He had a freaking daisy up his ass.
Liam Neeson is being hired for every comedy now and then. I mean, to play this cameo. They're just wasting his talent.
Yeah.
Wasting what he's good at, which is, okay, Taken 3, but still, wasting
3.
what he's good at.
Think about it. The Anchorman, brilliant. The Anchorman too. They get Liam Neeson to cameo. They get Will Smith to cameo. Nowhere near the quality of the Anchorman 1. Same recycled jokes.
Okay,
Yeah, the news fight
okay,
scene.
here's why I disagree. You know why Anchorman is... Because it's done by, like, people like Will Ferrell. This guy loves comedy. This guy loves comedy. He is obsessed with comedic movies. He's always the funny guy. Look at the other guys. That was hilarious. Even Mark Wahlberg managed to pull off a comedic
I mean, yeah.
performance.
If you see Mark Wahlberg putting on a performance that's not mediocre,
Come on, Boogie Nights is pretty good.
I'm saying that's a good movie.
I mean, they don't get nominated for Oscars, like even mediocre comedy movies, because there's so many other great genres like dramas and deep, intense thrillers like Nightcrawler, for example. So these comedic
that wasn't nominated for an Oscar.
and these comedic that's something else. Well, these comedic movies have to compete with that, and they can't, even if they're mediocre. So these comedic movies have to be exceptional to be nominated for any
That's
sort
what
of
I'm trying to
Oscar.
say. They have to have that flair in their scripts, like the Big Lebowski. You know, even 22 Jump Street.
Why doesn't Harold Ramis come back alive and write us a good movie? I mean, amen to that.
Oh yeah.
We need that guy.
Indeed.
And we need Bill Murray to be in another movie, because Bill Murray does everything right. Put Bill Murray and Jeff Goldblum in one movie, make it the funniest movie ever made. Why don't we have that these days? Why do we assemble Chris Rock and Adam Sandler and Kevin James? They don't give a shit about the movie. They don't care about the movie.
Yeah. You know what? Sacha Baron Cohen. We want him back. You know what? He brought originality. He brought the beauty.
He brought
and comedy.
controversial
You know
comedy.
what? And what do we like more than physical comedy? You know, that is
Monty Python.
Monty Python. Do you see anything like Monty Python anymore?
Nothing.
The British comedy of the 80s. What happened to that? What happened to Faulty Towers? What happened to Monty Python? What happened to Mind Your Language?
What happened to all of these great comedies? Even though they weren't nominated for Oscars, they should have been, because they're exceptional. But nowadays, we don't have any of that, because comedies are just done by crap directors, crap scripts, Hollywood big budget comedy movies for stupid teens. That's
You know
what these comedy movies are.
Screenwriters of the world, please rethink your careers, like right now.
Please take a dagger and do what you have to do. So, thank you, movie McLovers. Thank you for watching. Return next week for another episode.
Remember
where
to
we
like.
discuss other things.
Remember to make sure you like, subscribe, share the channel, so we can keep going with this. Thank you all for your support.
If you